What's up guys, Shockwave640 here, and today we're taking a look at the high-grade Gundam The Origin 1 to 1/44th scale Gundam, GOUF prototype. And here is the very nice picture of the GOUF prototype illustrated right there. This is Raul's GOUF prototype. If you've ever seen the Gundam anime, you would know who Raul is. He's the guy with the mustache. In this anime that this one's from, he didn't have the mustache because this was back when he was young, but this was his Gundam whenever he was on the Zeon side. So, down at the bottom you can see the prototype GOUF tactical demonstrator right down at the bottom. Printability of Zeon prototype mobile suit. Raul was the tester for this Gundam. He did test the GOUF prototype, which is obviously the prototype of the GOUF, if you didn't already figure that out. This is a Gundam The Origin mobile suit discovery, which is basically where they are releasing kind of like prototype versions of Gundams that already exist, except this is not a prototype model. I mean, this model is highly detailed and very cool. So opening up in the instructions, you can see some pictures of the GOUF. You can see a picture of Raul right there. Well, I guess he does have a mustache. You got some instructions and whatnot. Some bits and stuff there. Like I always say, you can just go to mech9.com and you can just look at all this stuff. I'm just kind of showing you what to expect. So there's that. The parts count somewhere in there, but I'm not going to search for it. Kind of stripped for time here. Sorry about that. So setting that off to the side and setting off the actual model itself. Now let's get in here and take a look at the actual box art itself. It's kind of adjusting everything. So, of course, the box art does have the exact same picture that the instructions had. Very cool picture. You can see him blasting with his hand cannon and using his little whippy thingamajig. Some kind of electrical whip, I think is what it was. Of course, it is HG The Origin. So it's HGGO, I guess. Right at the bottom. Weird. This is a 2015 model. Sorry, I was getting kind of like my mind got lost. There it is. He does come with like real grade-esque stickers, so you can make him look almost like a real grade model. He's not the same quality, thank God. But you can kind of make him look like it. There it is from the actual anime itself. That is what it looks like. Flipping a surface aside, this is number 4 in the line from Bandai, of course. Here you got some product shots. This is 18 yen was what I think that says. So that pretty much sums it up. That's all extra pieces because this is a retool of their what was it? Their Char's Zaku, I believe it was, from Gundam Revive. But basically what this is just a really heavy retool of that. So you're gonna see some similarities if you have seen that model before. So I'm just gonna angle this down real quick and bring in our buddy here. Oh wait, no, before we bring him in, I gotta show you what was else inside the box. You got this little piece of paper with the scanning codes, so if you want to go ahead and scan that code, there we go, free scan on me, whatever that means. There's a website right there if you want to check out what that means. If you can read any of this, go ahead. I can't read a word it says. Nothing on the back. Just keep it just because why not. And then it comes with a little booklet ad, which that shows the picture of the I have no idea what that thing is. I can't remember what that Gundam's called, but then it's got, I'm assuming it's pilot and some lady person. I don't know what that is. On the back, you got a Gundam there, or a knight, because it shows a knight up there. Not sure what's going on. I'm pretty sure it just isn't even a Gundam. No, Gundam The Origin. Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. They got some stuff going on there with what looks like the RX-78. No, that's not the RX-78 It's like the... Oh, that's the Victory Dash. That's what that is. There you've got the RX-78 I believe, and the Zeta Gundam, and what looks like a... I don't know what that is, but it's basically just like box sets for movies that you can order. This is 1.29 on sale. I have no idea what that means, but 2,500 yen, so about $25 to buy this box set right here of Gundam 0083, which I'm pretty sure is just Gundam 00. So that probably is the Zeta Full Burst. No, this is Zephranthes Full Burst. That's what that is. The Full Burst is Zephranthes or Zephyranthes or is a Zebraramphi. I don't know what its name is. It's a really hard name to pronounce. But just setting all that stuff off to the side, now let's actually get in here and do our size comparisons. So angling this down a little bit more. Now, first up for the size comparison is Raul's current Gundam that he's using in one of the most recent shows, unless he's in Iron-Blooded Orphans, I have no idea. But this is the Dom R34, which is Raul's current Gundam that he's using in Gundam Build Fighters Try. It's actually just a model in the show, because all the Gundams are. This would actually be a full-size, like, 20-meter tall Gundam, while this is just a little... I mean, this is actually, like, 1-to-1 scale, if you've seen the anime, but, so yeah. This is way better by far. This thing's a piece of junk. I do not recommend it at all. This thing, I hate it. I hate this thing with a passion. But, yeah, here's the Reborns Gundam, which you all know I broke last time I was messing with it. I broke them. So, I broke my toy and it makes me sad. And then, last but not least, for a recent toy that most people will have, is Titan's Return Skull Smasher. So there you can see that. Skull Smasher is a little bit taller, but that's just because he's taller, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure that this would be much bigger, but I'm not exactly sure. But, let's get in here and take a look at the details. You can see his mono eye inside of there. He's got his little hosings and his little nose trunk thing. He's got his really nice shoulder spikes that do kind of like to come off every once in a while. They are supposed to have white stickers wrapped around them, but mine didn't stay on. I do have a 31 sticker right there. I do have Raul's symbol right there on its crotch and on its foot. And just got some symbols here and there. 31. There's some little like warning symbols, whatnot. The translucent orange or amber-ish looking cockpit windows down there. Here on the backpack section, you got a sticker that is always peeling off. Stay on. Stay on. Oh yeah, another Raul symbol. Nothing going on back here, really. The details on the bottoms of his feet, not too crazy, but it's enough. You can see some thrusters there, got some components and such. So, very nice looking overall. Going down to the front of the legs, where you can see the 31 and the R, and you got some more of that hosing there on the sides. It is supposed to have like white stickers or white stripes going all along the sides and stuff, but I couldn't get them to stay on. They kept falling off, so I just peeled them all off. He looks perfectly fine if you don't apply any of the stickers. I just think he looks a little bit bland if you don't at least apply some 31s or maybe some Raul symbols or something. So I just put a Raul symbol on his crotch and a Raul symbol on his foot because I like the asymmetrical look that he's got going on. So yeah, articulation. The articulation that he has, his head is a little bit hindered just due to the way that it's shaped. You can get it to go that far to the side. Up, it is not going to look up. Down, it will look down because there's a hinge right there. There's also a ball joint, and the ball joint's only going to let you go up that much just because, like I said, the way the head's shaped with this little bar section. I recommend being careful while you're handling this head because there's this little sharp spike right there, and that is quite painful to hold. And then there's this, and you don't want to accidentally risk breaking that. It does come off if you don't like it there. Trying to pull it off without breaking it. I'm not going to try it, but you can take that off. Of course, it's a model kit, so same thing with all these like spikes and stuff. If you don't want these big spikes there, but you're just going to have an ugly looking peg sticking there, but if you don't want them, you don't have to have them, so oh yeah, okay, going back to articulation. So that's pretty much all you're going to get with the head. Just like most of these types of Gundams, you can pull the head off and go down here, and there's this little lever right there that you can turn, which in turn will make him move his eye, which is very, very cool. You just get your finger in there, you can turn the eye. Let me see if I can, there you go. See him moving his eye there. And that just simply plugs right back into this port, like so, using that ball joint. You do want to straighten out the hinge before you get that in there, just because it makes things a lot easier, because trying to peg a ball joint and a hinge into a socket is not the easiest thing to do. But moving on with the articulation, his shoulder is on a ball joint. It is also on a hinge, so you can get them going up that far, and then there is a hinge right here to make them go even further And you can even move the shoulder plate up because it is on a hinge as well, and you can make it hinge way out there. So that's as far as you're going to get, and you can kind of close that up to make it look more natural. So that's as far as you're going to get with the arm going out, but I think that's perfectly fine. Of course, you do get a full 360 considering there's nothing back there to hinder that. You do have a swivel there. You do have, I think it's a double jointed elbow, but you're only going to get that much just because of the bulk. And on this hand, the gun can rotate. It is on a ball joint as well, so you're going to get some rotation there. I guess the one nitpick I would have is that there's not a sticker for the scope on the cannon. But other than that, the cannon does look very, very nice. It has like this ammo pack right here. You can take off, but it can be quite difficult to do. But it's like a little ammo pack, I'm guessing is what that is. But you can't take that off. This hand is just a retracted Electro Whip, I think is what it's called, or a heat whip. I don't know what they're called. It's been so long since I've seen any Gundam anime, so I don't really know. But continuing along with the articulation, you're not going to get much with a waist swivel just because of all this skirt junk does impede him very much. But you do get some very nice ab crunching going on there, so you can see how far back and how far forward he is going to go. The front skirts are on a hinge. I think they're on a ball joint. Yeah, they're on a ball joint, but they're not going to go that far out just because this hose does get in the way. But you can get them going about that far forward. I was trying to see if there's a track like some of the other guys have, but nope. They go that far forward, go that far back because the back skirt doesn't move. The side skirts do move a little bit. They are joined with the front skirts, so that will allow you to go about this far, about that far out, and not that much actually if you think about it. Yeah, it is on a track. So if you want to, you can actually. I just dropped his leg. If you want to, you can actually slide this track right here forward. Let me grab his leg, wherever it went. There it is. You can actually slide that track forward if you wish, and that will allow you to stick his legs a little bit further out and a little bit further back. Outward is still just about the same. The reason why I can't go that far out is the same reason that the high mock suffered from, with the hinge right here not having a very wide open space that was cut out. So that's all you're gonna get. You can easily fix that if you were smart and nifty with an X-Acto knife or a box cut or something like that. You could just cut open the opening a little bit more, but it'd probably result in a more fragile leg assembly, thus making everything fall apart. But you can do it. His knee, it is on a double hinge right there, and then that does separate some of the knee stuff going on there, so you can see a little spike jutting out, and you can see some mechanical details like that. Also, the hose here does accommodate for that leg movement as well, because it is kind of stuck in there. It is stuck in there loosely, but it doesn't fall out in any way. And then you have the hinge here, you have the ball joint here, and you have the flip-flopping action, which he can't really do all that well. There you can barely see it happening in there. And then, of course, you do have your swivels, and that's just about it. I don't think he has a little toe thing. Yes, he does. He does. Okay. You can also bend his toes like so, which is a very nice feature. It's on a really tight to do hinge. It's meant more for the Zaku, because the Zaku is not so limited down there at his feet, because it's not such a it's still bulky because it's a Zeon, but it's not as bulky as the GOUF is, because the GOUF is meant for a heavier assault kind of thing. But let's get down to the accessories. So of course he does have his blaster hand here, which is a very nice looking gun arm. I do like it a lot better than the standard GOUF. And then you have the Electro Whip. This is its retracted form. You can just pull out this like polycap material little spike here, like that. Very it's okay. It's a little bit bland, but then you can replace that with this, which is just basically it extended. There you can see that. You can just see the tip of it, and that just plugs into the same port right there. And there you go. That is just a soft bendable plastic that you can kind of bend around and make to your own form. plugging this back in so I don't lose it, because this thing is very, very small. So, plugging it all back together. Okay, every other accessory requires switching the arms. Now, how you switch the arms is you come here and there's these little clasps right here that you do open up. They can be quite loose, so they will kind of push back in every once in a while, but you just kind of dig your fingernail in this little divot right here and pull that out. And then you can, the easiest way to do it is to rotate this as you pull it up, because it doesn't require you having to put a whole lot of like grippage there where all those little prongs are. So you just pull that off, set that off to the side, and then the other hand that it comes with is this standard looking hand. You just slide that in like so, and then you just close up the little clamps like so. Make sure that they are pushed in all the way like that, and there you have the, oh, actually I put that in wrong. Sorry about that, guys. I put that in wrong. That is my fault. Get out of there. Get out of there. There we go. That is supposed to go up like this. So, just kind of getting that back up there, like so. So there we go. And there you have him with a normal style hand, which I really do like. I usually display him with this and then the whip hand, because you can put these on either arm. This is really meant to stay on this hand because he only comes with the single hand like this, and then he comes with the holding hand, and he only comes with the right side version of those, so you can really only use these two with either one. Same thing kind of works for this gun, because it kind of does have like the little thumb thing hanging off the side. You can use it on that side, but it's going to look a little bit weird, so really this is only one meant to be swapped around on either side, but it is compatible with either of the sides. So there you go. It is hollow on this side, but I don't really care. Your articulation in it is on a swivel and a little hinge here for, I guess, waving. That's really the only use I can see for this. You can swap out the hand. It does just peg in like so. I do wish it was on a ball joint. It would have been a little bit better, but I do like this little peg system because it makes swapping out the hand a lot easier. And there you've got a holding fist for his Heat Hawks. And the Heat Hawk is right here. This is its contracted form. As you can see, it does have a little peg there. It is just like a standard little standard Heat Hawk that most Zeons have, like Zaku's and stuff like that. Very nice looking. It's got the hose there. The blade isn't painted or doesn't have any stickers on it or anything like that. It's just solid gray plastic. But this can be stored a number of ways. It does have little pegs there on his side skirts that you can plug it onto like so. And since his back skirt and I think a part of his front skirt is a carryover from the Zaku, you can plug it in right there. You can't really plug it in up here. It does kind of just fit in loosely, but you can plug it in this bottom one because this was meant for the rocket launcher, I think, or the sniper, or whatever gun that thing had. But you can do that. It does have the peg on the other side if you want to peg the Heat Hawk there as well, but it looks kind of weird, so you kind of have to have it going down like this, which it looks okay, but it's really meant to be going on the other side. Or you can bring in his shield right here, and it does have a little post right there, and you can tab that in like so, and there you can have the Heat Hawk stored on the bottom of the shield. So speaking of the shield, here is it. Here's the shield. It's got a 31 sticker there. It's got a little hole right there for seeing through it. A little bit bland. There's details on the back here, but that's pretty much all you're going to get with the shield. Here's the connector peg. It does just slot right into the back of his elbow and that little tab right there. It just kind of clips around this, like so. Fits on like that. And then you plug that post right into that port, like so. And there you have him with the shield, which is on a hinge, so you can move it around as you wish. There's that. And also he does come with the no, excuse me. He does come with the extended version of the Heat Hawk, which is the exact same, just longer and without the peg. And you can just slide that right into his hand so that he can hold the Heat Hawk, like so. So there you have him holding the Heat Hawk and with his blaster arm, like so. One final accessory that he has is down here on his crotch. You can see he doesn't have a hole for the Bandai display stand, so he comes with this little like real grade-esque clip-on section that you literally just go in here where the skinnier part of his crotch is, and you just kind of clip that on and slide that forward like so. Kind of went a little bit too far forward, and then you can display him on a display stand in aerial poses. So I do think that that is very generous. I don't know why they didn't just put a hole in the bottom of it, but I will. My final thoughts on this guy is I love him. This thing is amazing. So much better than a lot of the other Gundam models that I have seen and that I own. I don't own a ton of Gundam models. I own it's like a small handful. Like some people own basically all of them. But I basically just buy the ones I want. I don't buy all of them. I don't strive to collect every single one of them. I don't care for all of them. Some of them I just really don't like the designs. So I gotta slide this back a little bit. Everything's falling over. But so I only buy the ones I want. I don't really care about which anime they're from or if they're like clashing rivals or whatever. I don't care. I just buy the ones I think look good and the ones that I liked in the anime. If I didn't like them in the anime, I'm not gonna buy their model. So that's just my preference right there. But I do think this guy is definitely worth about 20 bucks. That's about how much I paid for him on Amazon, because that's where I bought my Gundam models before I couldn't anymore. But so yeah, I highly recommend him. Not for beginners. He is a little bit more of a challenging build due to the way that you assemble his legs and his waist and even his body. I mean, his arms are really the only simple thing there is to construct, and even that gets a little bit complicated at times. But same thing with this this guy. He's not really a beginner-friendly Gundam. Neither is the Reborns. Neither of them are. So I don't recommend them for beginners, but if you are one of those people that really want to try, then go ahead. I'm not telling you not to. I'm just saying it's not the best choice for a beginner because it is quite difficult to build, and I don't want you to accidentally break it like I broke this guy. So that pretty much sums it up, guys. So this was the high-grade Gundam the Origin, the GOUF prototype. So I'll be seeing you later. Well, actually, no, I won't be seeing you later. I've got to do voting. Blah. Duh. So bringing in the voters this time, here we have the Super Deformed Build Burning Gundam. We have the Super Deformed Aegis Gundam, and we have the high-grade Loto twin set right here. Stand. Stand. He doesn't ever want to stand. What are you doing? Quit that. Quit. 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 There we go. That was a chore. Okay, so once again, there's the eye up there. Tap that to vote. We have the Super Deformed Aegis Gundam, the high-grade Loto twin set, or the Super Deformed Build Burning Gundam. Choose which one you want to see in the next review. I have also decided I am going to probably be doing something different from now on. Instead of doing a review every single day, I'm probably going to do it every other day. That way you guys have a chance to actually vote for which one you want to see, because I know some of you don't always get to watch my reviews as soon as they come out, and some of you do. So I want to give everybody a chance to... Why do you keep on falling? Stop it! But I want to give everybody the chance to be able to vote and participate in that, because it is quite a unique thing. I don't see a lot of YouTubers doing it out there, so yeah, we'll just see how it all works out. So guys, I'll be seeing you later if I can get him standing. There we go. So guys, I'll be seeing you later. So I am Shockwave640, and I'll be seeing you later, my little Logicons. Peace!